Hear the trumpets, hear the pipers. Whoever is righteous, let him be righteous still. Whoever is filthy, let him be filthy still. Listen to the words written down when the man comes around. Hear the trumpets, hear the pipers. What is up, guys and girls? This is Glenn here, back again with another RopeRage video. Now today we're going to be looking at two things. First, rope rotation control. Secondly, rope rotation speed. Control of the rope, speed of the rope, all come down to the rope rotation. How are we rotating the rope? How are we dictating where the rope goes? Now we're going to tackle this in a way you've probably not seen done before. Let me make sure my mic is turned on, otherwise I'll have to record this video once more. Alright, we got you. We're going to tackle this in a way you've probably not seen done before, so watch this video through to the end because there are a lot of little tidbits to pick up in this one. Now, you've probably in the past looked at improving your rope skill using the rope, but I would argue that what you're doing there is you're looking at the effect and not the cause. And so the speed of the rope, the control of the rope is the effect. The cause is the hands. The cause is the rotation that you're applying to the rope with your hands. Now, all of us have one hand that's much stronger than the other. And so what we're gonna do is use our one-of-a-kind Rage Gear Nunchucks to explain how you can work on getting both hands up to speed, both hands cooperating to produce that beautiful, smooth rope rotation. If you have one hand that's not quite up to speed and not quite working as well as the other, you get a wonky arc in your rope, just like this from a previous video. Nobody likes that. It's not good to look at. It doesn't feel right. It's get away, get that out of it. We don't want that. We want a nice smooth arc, okay? And to do this, we have to focus on keeping our rotation disciplined. Taking a look at this video from last summer, when the weather was much hotter than it is right now in London, we can look at how our hands work individually. We look at crossovers, we look at double unders, we look at single unders. The same thing applies. So you're looking for that rotation. Okay, if I get this aligned with the lens, what you don't want is this. This will reveal, all this jumping around will reveal improper wrist rotation technique, or basically a loose wrist. You want precision in your wrist, and that's what isolating the wrists helps to do. The reason why these nunchucks are such a great tool is because essentially a pair of nunchucks is the same thing as a rope that's been cut in half. The advantage of using the rope is that the connection acts as a mediator to keep things in check. But when you separate those, your right hand and your left hand, they're on their own, baby. They gotta work individually. And this is perfect. There's no hiding. You can see which hand is slacking, and you can work on that individually. Here's what I mean. Alright, so again, this is what we're talking about. Straight line. The bane of a lot of issues is this: the wrist jumping around, and so what's happening is your handle is jumping around, but you don't see it because the rope connects to two handles and therefore acts as a mediator, so you don't see what's going wrong. The benefit using the nunchucks, how this helped me, is I was able to isolate my hands. So I can work on the right hand. And I would challenge you to just do this. See how many minutes you can keep going for. Keep it in that straight line. Notice I'm in line with my hip. I'm not out here, because as you're jumping the rope, you want it tucked in so that the rope passes at your feet. If your hand is out there, its lowest point is going to be down there, and then it's going to start its journey back up, coming round. That's why the rope catches you on the foot. So it's a great idea to just go working on the hand discipline, working on the discipline of keeping the elbow tucked back, keeping the wrist in the hip bone region, keeping your rotations flat, straight line. No jumping around like this. You don't want that. That's loose wrist. That's an undisciplined wrist rotation. Okay? Same deal. When you do a crossover, have a look at this. Your hand crosses over the body and your rope is out here. But you still want to keep that. You still want to keep that straight line. Keeping it in the hip bone. Doing this for about a minute is straining my forearm and my tricep muscles right now. This is how I work the discipline. Then work on your weaker hand. You will notice a difference. You will notice that your weaker hand is probably jumping around quite a bit. You're not getting that lovely straight line. This is what we use it for. Develop that discipline. It's all repetition. It's just like with everything. Repetition. I'm going to grab my second one now. We work on both at the same time. Same thing we're going for, a little bit trickier. Tuck in it. I challenge you to do this for about 5 minutes straight and tell me about the burn you feel in your forearms. You can do the same in reverse. In, tucked into the hip. Bit trickier, especially if you're not used to going backwards with the rope rotations. Then you can try mixing it up. So one goes forward, one goes backwards. Right and left brain action. Same again, backwards, forwards. One forward, one back. And this is controlling right hemisphere and left hemisphere. A lot of the time with the heavier ropes as well, and the reason why these are so lightweight is because you have to control the rotation. With a heavier nunchuck, you set the nunchuck in motion and its weight carries the momentum around. So all you're really doing is controlling the direction, but with a lighter tool, you have to control the direction as well as the speed. So with a heavier tool, there's that weight to it. I set the rotation in motion and it carries. I don't have to do much in terms of rotating my wrist. It carries. Here, that slows down really quickly, meaning you have to do the work. You have to control the rotation. You have to keep it disciplined. In this example now, you set that going, you got another few rotations before it comes to a dead stop. That's because the momentum is carrying it. And that's the difference. That's what we're working on. This is why it will take your rope control to another level. So what I'd say is work on this drill in particular. Hear the trumpets, hear the piper. See how long you can go for, beat your personal best. See how long you can keep that rotation discipline. Make sure you've got the straight line there. The straight line is an indication that you've got a nice rope arc. If it's jumping around like this and it's wonky, that's going to be reflected in your rope, and your rope is going to be wonky. Same deal. Tuck in, position as well as discipline of the hand rotation. And that's that. So, a bunch of you have got your Rage Gear nunchucks after the launch this week. I'm really excited to be cracking into a lot more videos like these. So seriously, try this out when you're at home. And the beautiful thing is, I'm just in my living room. I don't have to go out and train. I can work on my rotation discipline inside. I don't have to disturb my neighbors by jumping up and down. I can work on my hand rotation, and hand rotation is everything when it comes to the rope. This is one thing we need to understand. The jumping that we do provides the fitness element to it, makes it more hard work, and it's a coordination aspect of getting that to work in concert with your hands. But everything that rope does is dependent on your hands. So if you can get this down and just get those hands working in a disciplined way, in a swifter way, in a smoother way, everything will become far better in terms of your jump rope skill. Your coordination, even outside of jumping rope, will become better. It's just being able to work on that mind-muscle connection through repetition and through focus. So give this a try, let me know down below. And of course you can get these Rage Gear nunchucks on our website. We're so glad to have launched. I'll tell you what, this weekend was bloody tiring, I'm not gonna lie to you, but I am glad more than tired that these are now out and I can share them with you guys. We can work through our handling skill and start boosting our skill level at a much faster rate. Appreciate you for checking out this video. Well done for taking the time to make it to the end. Drop me a comment down below letting me know how your training's going, letting me know what you'd like us to look at, to focus on more specifically in future. If there's anything on your mind, I'll get to work on it as best as I can. And until next time, all the best with your training and stay raging.